gotta be kidding. Oh, this'll be
Protocol dictates that I am to return to the lodge. No deviations. We are here to stop the Crimson Fleet from proceeding. Nothing more. Peace is no longer a viable option.
biggest mistake you'll make.
I am aiming for your center of mass. To reach the Lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Your memory.
And here's your new captain. Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something. Sure, have at it. Nothing for us to do. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
I have nothing to say.
Evening, sir.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer... Part-time security officer. We've had some gaps in the schedule. So really, we just need someone to... Well, first things first. It sure counts for something. Well, your first assignment couldn't be easier. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. You know, MAST, the military at headquarters of the entire... Aegis, they're basically UC intelligence. While we're separate, we do Agent Plato this... Well, just because you're bringing it. As for why, you can ask. Let me know if you have any...
Hold it right there. You're under arrest. You're coming with us.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor? Mothers. Am I right? Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and... Gavin.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Each of you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance, all your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy.
I will never understand the human inclination towards taking unnecessary risks.
Howdy.
The security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility. But we're the intelligence arm of the United... Think of it this way. No. Every agent who I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was. I'm the acting head of Aegis, the intelligence division. I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and I'm afraid that's about as much. All you really need to know is that we're here to serve. Our main priority is a safe... We keep an eye on Well, you're certainly entitled to that opinion. And there are plenty of others who share. Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. I shouldn't, but I always do. Part of the job, really. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead... So I'd like someone from UC Security. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed. Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should... Nothing personal. We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it. And are you... Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the... Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver. Good luck with the mission.
There are so many different groups across the settled systems, it's hard to keep up with all the work they're doing. Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside.
Performing that feat regularly could lead to permanent injury.
How's the investigation? Still have questions? Nicely done. That being said, we've gotten a lot of new personnel. Who knew all I had to do? Well, I have... Anyway, here's your payment.
Waffles, pancakes, and breakfast burritos.
You see that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset? Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
We are. The lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside. Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Easiest bet I'll ever win. We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? Very well. This is a private organization dedicated to exploration. Space primarily, but also anomalies throughout the settled systems. It's inherently dangerous work, so if one of our own doesn't show up as planned, then we tend to have... Speaking of which... I see. Vasco.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point. Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life. We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment. Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling. And here, I think you've earned something for... In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability?
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucination. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. And sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
So,
oh gosh, no. I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making... Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means
you're telling me you haven't been on the lookout at all?
Well, right now, nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are. Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic. I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are all. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Anything I can learn from is a help. Planning on sticking around then? I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
What is it? So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else? Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do. I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways. We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together. Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood? I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk-takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to Good. Let's take a little stroll.
I am at your service, Captain. Captain, now that you are a member of Constellation, also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development. In case you ever need to...
Discoveries we're making, it's all worth it.
Captain, I will...
No, I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment to see the doctor.
The majority of citizens here in New Atlantis count on Reliant Medical. I believe our reputation speaks for itself. Welcome to Reliant. Well, you've certainly come to the right... I've heard of experiments like this. It's possible you have... A standard gene therapy procedure can remap these altered sections of code. It's perfectly safe, assuming you're interested. check all the time.
Then I realize my tank sprung a leak. I'm stuck.
Sarah, good to see. Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with a... United Colonies volunteer fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical... Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So... Excellent. Just need to do a little... Do well. You'll be...
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. First things first. Head down to the orientation hall. Get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things... Right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions...
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy. The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the Pleasure City of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 20, few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to
general that
devastation.
condemned Londinium gave it over to these things. One of these murals said he was executed after the war. Might have gotten off too light.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinium. a newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day. After the devastation wrought by the Colony War, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the Armistice.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the city. No one is born a United Colonies citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber. Please enter the designated simulation pod to initiate your exam.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
Ah, you must be our new applicant. I'm Proctor Samuelson. The simulator's already been prepped. Just head in whenever you're ready. This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber applicant, currently in orbit around a high detail creation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
New targets active.
Shut it down.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander pt.1 to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score. We'll only keep your best run.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you have some questions you needed answered first? Ah, so these are your numbers that just came through then. Oh, excuse me. So, looking at... Checked out a few of the murals. A test of preparation and thoroughness. To trace the van, psychological results are all within expected. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homie. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4, not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the sim too. I can tell you that waiver's some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizen 10 years service. Pretty standard for combat assignments. But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probation. First, though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself.
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
Officer's honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest... So, you ready to do the deed? Fantastic.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the stars. Now, the motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty, do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard: honor, loyalty, self-reliance. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the... Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is... comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up. Place is as isolated as they come. So Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2... No major settlements on Tau Ceti. No real active industry either. Doesn't make for a big target. It's got the potential to be a pretty quiet tree, but there's a reason they wrote "Here be dragons" on the map edge. So if it were me, I'd hope for the best and arm for the worst. And if for some reason you do run into trouble, don't forget. So, that's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there.
Trying to represent.
To limp back here at all. Bullet for leeches, get it fixed up, and let her know we'll have it ready as soon as we come.
Ah, you are new probationary then? Crew Chief Herath, pleasure to be working with you.
It's my job to make sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there. Now, Manifest says we're fitting you out with one comms repair suite.
In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission. Med packs, some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there.
My people will have everything on your ship before you lift off. Won't even know that... So, pay. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep... Any questions before you head out? I honestly didn't realize it had people living on it until we got your record.
Report they gave us seemed clean. No known hostile outposts. But I wouldn't say that. Just watch out for wildlife and pirates. Keep those med packs handy.
Then I won't keep you.
Make us look good out there.
Good day, Captain.
Head to my crew position.